Hi everybody, I know, it's a long time since you've seen this face. And I decided, in between hairstyles, why not? Rock a fro. Welcome to another mental health check. You're gonna see this look in a couple of videos because I'm trying to film ahead. Because I actually filmed ahead before and then I just didn't put it out. So my bad. But I'm gonna try to film ahead so I can stay ahead this time. Anyways, this week I wanted to talk about loss. This is a very, very touchy subject. Almost touchy enough that I probably shouldn't have worn makeup. But I'm not going to go so much into my personal loss. But I just kind of want to talk about like ways that helped me deal with my loss. The better ways and the not so better ways. It'd be about, I think this year is going to make it 10 years since my grandma passed away. And it's coming up actually this week. Wow, that's eerie. I'm going to do a video about loss and talking about that. When her death first happened, it was hard for me. Because at the same time, that same week, my grandma passed, and a few weeks later, my mom got rushed into the hospital. She had a diabetic coma. No one knew she was even a diabetic. Yeah, so. And then I had to do all the funeral plans and all this stuff to make sure my grandma was buried and taken care of properly. And it was hard. Like, I didn't have my grieving process. Like, everyone else got to grieve. I didn't grieve until after we buried her. And I went crazy for a few years. I'm gonna admit it. I went legit crazy. I stayed away from my family. I let my parents take care of my daughter because I was depressed. I became suicidal. I started drinking, popping pills. Anything that would make me feel numb, I was doing it. And then I'm telling you like the unhealthy things first. So before you guys are like, how does this help? I'm telling you unhealthy stuff I did. And hopefully you won't do these things. I even went as far as start making people hurt because I was hurting, which was wrong. That was wrong. And trying not to scratch my head, sorry. It just happens whenever I freshly wash my hair. But anyways, it took 5 years for me to straighten up my act, realize this isn't what my grandma wants me to be. I mean, I was as bad, like I wouldn't sleep at night. My roommates at the time didn't know, like for maybe 2-3 months before I lost my car, my first car at that time, that I was sneaking out in the middle of the night and I would travel random places. Eventually, them random places ended up being like adult stores at night because they didn't look at you weird. But if you're standing around and looking in random like Walmarts and other things that's 24 hours, then people start looking at you weird. But yeah, digress. Yeah, I started traveling at night. I started like going to random places I didn't need to be, meeting people. Well, most people I met in the progress of dealing with the loss and coming back, not everyone's great. But the ones who are, they're still in my life. And they know who they are. And it took me one day where I looked in the mirror and I'm like, this isn't how she wants you to be. By that point, I was 2 months into writer's block. Not so much writer's block. All I could write was literally the same words. And it was about my grandma. And I would just cry and then I would just crumble it up and just stop. And finally one day, I wrote the poem. And I let the tears fly. I let the tears flow. And it was relieving, yet hurtful. And it's the first time in a while that I really cried like that. And from there on, I decided to change my ways towards certain things. So I stopped popping pills like that. Right now, I don't even really take pain meds. And I probably should, because I have injuries, but I'm not trying to be abusing them anymore. I stopped drinking, then I went back to drinking, then I stopped drinking for good this time. It was kind of a touch and go, and I started drinking again because I started getting depressed. I didn't know what to do, and it wasn't having to deal with my grandma with that round. It was just the fact I lost the place where I was supposed to have my kids at, and I felt not like a good parent at that time, and I didn't understand, which that's kind of like one of my key points of anxiety. And then I actually went and got help for my depression and my anxiety, because by that time, dealing with that loss and then still kind of trying to cope and get through life, and without my grandma being here, it hurt. It was still messing with me. Yes, now I do take medication for my anxiety and depression. I do go to my doctor regularly if I have any issues, and when he feels like I need to, I go to a therapist. Few things I will say. Don't wait as long as I did to get help. If you need help mentally, and I don't care what race you are, because it's really bad on the Black culture that we're told that we shouldn't get help. I know like 2 years before I actually did get help, I actually went to my mom and told her I was thinking about getting Baker acted, because I thought I was losing my shit. And she told me, no, it wasn't 2 years. It was 4 years. Yeah, because it was before I moved back in with them and I had my son. But yeah, it was 4 years. I really thought like I was losing my shit. She told me, nope, we don't do that. If you just need to talk to someone, go talk to someone. But no, you don't need to do that. And what she didn't understand at that time was I was suicidal. I really thought like I didn't need to be here anymore. And by that time frame, other situations I really don't want to talk about, it felt like to a point that everyone who was supposed to be in my life for the right reasons wasn't. Family and all. And I unfortunately was letting my vices take over, which that's going to lead to another thing. If you need to talk to someone, find someone to talk to. Someone neutral grounds, whether it's a therapist, friend, preacher, priest, whoever you feel like you could talk to. And if like you don't have anyone, you can email me. I am more than willing to talk to people. But people really don't understand what people with mental health issues and where they come from. Because I even had like other people posting, oh, it's just an excuse. I had even like my friends accused me of going to the hospital. At that time also I was having severe sinus issues because my job I was working at the time was trash and they didn't clean their dust. So I was having really bad sinus issues. And I even got accused of saying I have sinus issues just because I wanted to take medication so I didn't have the feeling thing. And that's not true. But unfortunately, I felt like I couldn't talk to people because whenever I did, it was very few I could, and they understood me. But most of the time it'd be, oh, you'll get through it. Oh, you're fine. Time heals all wounds. Time does not heal wounds. I'm really starting to realize that. because it still hurts. You just learn how to deal with it and move on with time. Sorry, allergies. I'm shocked I made it without crying, but I'm also really like trying not to. So this is the first one I'm doing for today. I'm gonna do maybe 2 more, maybe 1 more. Sorry, I didn't mean to make it all shaky. I'm doing my other setup right now because I don't really feel like pulling out my big boy tripod, and I think I might have lost the piece that holds my phone. That's my life. I hope you guys have a great day, and I appreciate you guys. And this will be dropping in this week too, so you're getting 2 videos from me. I'm dropping the one I was supposed to initially drop 2 weeks ago, and then I'm dropping this one. So I hope you guys have a great day. Love you guys. Oh, if you need help, please get help. I will put the suicide prevention number in the the description box down below. Any other help like I could see, go to your doctor. Most doctors are understanding. And if you're having issues with loss therapy, I think they have group sessions too. All sorts of things. There's ways that you can get help. Even like during this quarantine time, I've seen like people posting about having group chat sessions about helping with people with mental issues and talking. I'm sure you can talk to therapists, things like that. And there was a couple of apps, but I think one of them got in huge trouble because there's not really a therapist that's on that app. But with that being said, I hope you guys have a great day. Love you guys. And I promise I won't leave you guys hanging again. Try not to. I'm just trying to get used to this schedule again, and work schedule, and then plus adding in this again because I miss you guys, and I feel like I need to be here for you guys just like you guys need to be here for me. Bye guys.